Now let us discuss chapter 8, that is quadrilateral. So we have already learned about a triangle. So triangle means what? Three-sided figure, closed figure. So when we if 3 points are there, that is non-collinear, you will get 2 of them should not be three non-collinear points will make a triangle. Okay, then if 4 points are there, okay, then if they are non-collinear, then at least 3, okay, are non-collinear, then you will get a quadrilateral. Quadrilateral means it is a 4-sided figure, closed figure, and a quadrilateral has 4 sides, 4 angles and 4 vertices. So here one figure is given ABCD, figure 8.2. Sides are AB, BC, CD and DA, and angles are A, B, C and D. Vertices A, B, C and D. Now so many types of quadrilateral, different types of quadrilateral already we have learned. That is in lower classes, rectangle, square. So what is a rectangle? That is 2 opposite sides are equal. Length will be there, breadth will be there, length will be equal, breadth will be equal, like that. Then square means all 4 sides are equal. Then comes parallelogram. Parallelogram means opposite sides are parallel and equal. Then this figure also we have learned, that is trapezium. Okay, and this one is kite. Now first one is trapezium. What is the speciality of trapezium? That is one pair of trapezium are parallel. Okay, one pair is parallel. Now parallel sides are AB and CD in this figure. Okay, now this one is a parallelogram, so opposite sides are equal and parallel. And rectangle is also a parallelogram with opposite sides are equal and all angles are 90 degree. Then comes rhombus. Rhombus is a parallelogram having all the 4 sides are equal. Then square is also a parallelogram with all the 4 sides are equal and all the 4 angles are equal. Kite is different. Kite is different. This one is kite. Now angle sum property of quadrilateral we have already learned in 8th standard. That is, we know that in a quadrilateral 4 angles are there. All the 4 angles together it will be 360. That is the first property we are learning about the quadrilateral. In a quadrilateral, all the angles together, sum of all the angles of a quadrilateral is 360. And there may be questions asking that you have to tell about the shapes, that is a quadrilateral in day-to-day life, what we are seeing, that all that comes in the shape of a quadrilateral. So you can tell some of the names: blackboard, book, tabletop, then floor, walls, ceiling, windows, then doors. These are all either square or rectangle. Most of them will be rectangle only. So that are the day-to-day life. What are the shapes we are seeing? There are examples of quadrilateral. Now Now page number 138, you see, a square is a rectangle and also a rhombus. Now square is a rectangle. What is a rectangle? Rectangle means opposite side should be equal. Square, opposite side and all the four sides are equal. So square is a rectangle and also a rhombus. Rhombus also the same property. Opposites, all the sides are equal. And in square, all the angles are also equal. Rhombus, it's not. No. So a kite is not a parallelogram. A kite is not a parallelogram, and a parallelogram is a trapezium. Why parallelogram is a trapezium? Trapezium. What is a trapezium? A trapezium, one pair of sides should be parallel. In parallelogram, two pairs are parallel and equal. So parallelogram is a trapezium, but trapezium is not a parallelogram. So for the true or false, it will be useful. And kite is not a parallelogram. Trapezium is not parallelogram. Then a rectangle or rhombus is not a square. A square is a rhombus and a rectangle, but a rectangle or rhombus is not a square. Okay. So that 5 properties given in that page number 138 you have to go through. Now let us discuss properties of parallelogram. That is, first one is, when we take a parallelogram and cut it in the diagonal wise, you will get two equal triangles. So that is a theorem. Diagonal of a parallelogram, divide it into two congruent triangles. Congruent means equal. So what is the first theorem says? A diagonal of a parallelogram divides it into two congruent triangles. Proofs you don't have to learn, only the statement you have to know. Then second theorem, in a parallelogram opposite sides are equal. So if we are taking a parallelogram, its opposite sides will be equal. AB will be equal to CD and BC will be equal to AB. So opposite sides are equal in a parallelogram. Now next theorem, if each pair of opposite sides of quadrilateral is equal, then it is a parallelogram. If you are taking a quadrilateral and its opposite sides are, each pair of opposite sides are equal, then we can say that is a parallelogram. Suppose a figure is given, a quadrilateral is given. This one, a quadrilateral ABCD is given. AB is equal to CD, AD equal to BC. Now we can say that ABCD is a parallelogram. Then next one, in a parallelogram opposite angles are equal. Opposite angles means what? If ABCD is a parallelogram, A and opposite angle will be C. A will be equal to C and B will be equal to D. So opposite angles are equal. Now in a quadrilateral, each pair of opposite angles are equal, then it is a parallelogram. So converse also same, that is, if in a quadrilateral opposite angles are equal, then we can say that quadrilateral is a parallelogram. Okay, so then the diagonal of a parallelogram bisect each other. Diagonal means what? The end to end, that opposite vertexes, the joining, the line segment joining opposite vertex. So we will get ABCD is a parallelogram, AC is one diagonal, BD is another diagonal. So it is given diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other. That means bisect means what? Divide that into two equal parts. So AO will be equal to CO and BO will be equal to DO. That is a property you have to remember. These all properties we have to remember to solve the problems in 10th standard. Now theorem 8.7. If the diagonals of a quadrilateral bisect each other, then it is a parallelogram. So when you are taking a quadrilateral and their diagonals bisect each other, then we can say it is a parallelogram. These property, the application of these properties will come in the 10th standard. So theorem, statement, everything you have to learn. Proofs we don't have you don't have to learn, but this theorem you should be very thorough with. Okay, now a quadrilateral is a parallelogram if a pair of opposite sides is equal and parallel. Now first we said that a quadrilateral will be a parallel if opposite sides are equal. Then we said that if a quadrilateral will be a parallelogram if opposite sides are parallel. Then now it says that if one pair is equal and parallel, then we can say that quadrilateral is a parallelogram. One pair should be equal and parallel. So if only parallel is there, then it will not be a parallelogram. If only one pair is equal, then also it will not be a parallelogram. But one pair should be equal and parallel. When it comes, it will be a parallelogram. Okay, so these theorems up to this one you have to learn. Then we will move on to next one. So some easy problems also we will discuss, so that next year whatever comes, it will be easy for you to solve. Okay, now this much for today. So learn that theorems. If you have doubt, you ask me.